That's a really great question. And I think this is actually from another piece of advice that we got from someone, which was ever since we began, like, the three of us were like, okay, we're actually going to go for this. This is going to be real. We kind of set what we call go no go points for us. And basically the idea was that, like, I think we said for real May 2020, let's go for it. And a little bit before that we were saying, okay, what do we need to achieve, like, in this amount of months? And for us, we had said arbitrarily end of 2020. We're like, okay, we had seen a lot of friends who tried to do startups. They were working on ideas for years. Like, they needed money to move on, and like kind of get to the next stage. But they kept listening to investor feedback, being like, this is so exciting. And they weren't actually putting money in. And so we decided, you know what? By the end of the year, we need like someone to put even a nominal amount of cash into us. Like, it doesn't have to be much, but like someone to actually put money where their mouth is. And for us, that an easy way to hit that goal was like accelerators, incubators. Like, if you can get into those, it's not enough money to pay yourself. It's not enough money to really even like get going, but something. And it's someone actually willing to pay us. And so that was like our go no go point. It's like, if we can't achieve that by the year, then we're done. And then what we had done, especially like, so we happened to hit that actually quite early in the year, and we were like, shoot, what's our next go? And then so the next one that we set was actually by the end of this year. We're like, okay, we need enough to have salaries now. And like, so it's wherever that comes from. For us, it meant our structure was that we know with our system, we're going to need a lot of like materials, we're going to need a lot of infrastructure before we can make money. And so for us, getting to a point where we can get salaries, you can't depend on sales. You have to depend on investment. And so that's kind of how we made that choice. But like, if people could do something cheaper, I think that decision, that avenue is less clear. Because like, I have a lot of friends who even are doing B2B stuff, who are doing like, even it's retail, like setup. Then it, that can come from sales. But then that's our pitch very much was developed on around how can we achieve those no-go points. And so, and especially for the target for even 2021, like, in order to get salaries, we knew we wanted to raise about $500,000 for 3 of us and then a factory space. And so, but when talking to those investors, they kept saying we were too early and there wasn't enough validation. So we're like, how do we get more validation? You take a step back and then you go to stuff like South by Southwest, you get kind of some national press, and then come back. Yeah. It's very much like how do you make it like goal oriented